semi-clean. One spot left on the Saturday dance card here at the 3C2A Basketball Championships on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Jeff Stoynoff, Mike Zepeda back with you. Quarterfinal number 4, Ventura College. Yeah, City College of San Francisco. Yeah, you don't want to see that. Intriguing matchup on paper. We'll start with Ventura College, a team that we know very well. Superstar Katie Campbell leads the way for this team, but she's going to need a little help, and she's got a little help on this team.
Yeah, Kylisha Green. What they did earlier in the season, Kylisha Green was at the point. Katie Campbell was off the ball. They have reversed roles, and they have won 20 straight. Combined, both teams are winners of 35 straight. And, man, am I interested to see what happens in this one. We should have a good one.
Yeah, City College of San Francisco. We've seen this story before. They make another trip up here to the championship round here in the 3C2A. It's a loaded program, and it's more of the same for them. A lot of talent, a lot of depth. Gabby Vigil is a special player for this team, averaging a little over 20 a game.
And obviously going to be a point of emphasis if you're Ventura. But defensively, as a team, they're so cohesive as a unit. Really, the issue for Ventura is going to be you got to make shots. You know, Katie Campbell, very good from the perimeter, but we've seen her go cold in stretches. So is Sienna Brown. Can Sienna Brown get going early? And Kylisha Green, can she keep the energy alive, not only on the offensive side, but on the defensive side as well? It's going to have to be 4 quarters of 100%. No cold stretches tonight for Ventura if they're going to get the win.
Yeah, another undefeated season in the Western State North. Head coach Ned Mercedic's conference record in his career now, I believe, is 8,000,004 or something along those lines.
I know you have the losses right.
Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of a step up here. It's going to be a step up anyway, but the Western State North so often dominated by Ventura. So some unanswered questions there, and we'll see how a team in Ventura that has done so very well this year is going to fare here when the level gets very, very high, and it starts with City College of San Francisco. We'll have the opening tip coming up for you very shortly here. You're watching the 3C2A Basketball Championships on SoCalCollegeSports.com. And we are underway. 4th quarterfinal. Opening tap won by City College of San Francisco. Gabby Vigil right to work with the opening deuce, and City College of San Francisco has the early 2-0 lead.
Right on cue. Talked about her as a point of emphasis defensively for Ventura, and she leaks free for an easy layup.
Del Castillo gets it across. This is Katie Campbell. An outstanding season leading this team. Dugan off the mark from long range. Rebound out to Denkman. Leave it for Vigil. Vigil and Deckman in the backcourt. Up front for City College of San Francisco, Destiny Kelly along with Neri Pierce. Step back shot won't go. The rebound out of play. Back to Ventura. Rounding out the starting 5, Justice Toiloa.
Remember, something to watch. Davina Del Castillo in the win over LA Valley in the round of 16 turned an ankle. Talked to her before the game. She said it's a little sore and tender, but going to give it a go tonight.
We're in the championship round here.
You'd expect
Del
nothing less.
Castillo, Sienna Brown, Kylisha Green, along with Campbell and Dugan. Campbell for 3, too strong. Long rebound is Toiloa able to pull it down. 8:48 and counting remaining in the first quarter. Long 3 is good.
Destiny Kelly
showing a little range. City College of San Francisco off to a fast start. Near steal for Vigil. Dugan into the lane, off to Del Castillo. Can't get the layup to go. Kelly pulls down the rebound. Green with the pressure in the backcourt, but Kelly on the dribble. Gets it back. Green goes for the steal, comes up empty. Shot clock at 17. Vigil will set up. Double screen out high. Toiloa. Down low, Pierce. Kicks it back out. Vigil will try for three and hit.
Uh-oh.
Very fast start. Will Ned Mercedes go to the timeout? He's going to let it go for now. 8-0 City College of San Francisco, the number 2 seed in the North. Off to a fast start. Green. Check by Kelly. Drives the lane. Scoop shot won't go. Toiloa on the boards again. Vigil leading the break the other way. Deckman gets it back to Vigil. They'll swing it across to Kelly. Shot clock at 17. Kelly will try again from long range. That's short. Del Castillo couldn't get that rebound.
That's a rebound that Del Castillo usually gobbles up, but that ankle, seemingly an issue so far.
Yeah, not a lot of burst on that leap, and that's something that Del Castillo does so very well. Toiloa working on Sienna Brown, and she walked.
That's a good call. There's a couple times early where I thought the Rams maybe got away with a little shuffling of the feet before they put the ball down, and finally it gets called. I think Ned Mercedes probably in the ears of the officials.
Let's see if Campbell takes it upon herself to get a shot up on this possession. Green drives it left out to Del Castillo. Baseline jumper, missed everything. Pierce with the rebound. Off to Kelly, crossover on Green, into the lane, jump stop, shot no good. Kelly has the offensive rebound. Turn around off the glass is good.
It's a good challenge
City College
initially.
of San Francisco with a quick start leads it 10-0. Still no timeout. Green around Kelly, who fell down, finds Sienna Brown. She'll lay it in.
Sienna finally on the board. Last possession, there was a very good challenge from Davina Del Castillo. We have a...
Yeah, Kelly is laboring, so Destiny Kelly is going to come off the floor, and scary to think for Ventura, but that's the break that they needed to get on the board.
I wonder what she did. And is she maybe favoring her back or a knee? Doesn't look like she's favoring a leg, and maybe she just fell to the deck hard.
Yeah, it's good to see that she's up on her feet, at least from this standpoint, because it looked like a non-contact injury. I looked over, nobody around, and she was on the floor. And I know that oftentimes that can be particularly dangerous.
Absolutely.
The Pirates, in the meantime, finally on the board with 6:29 remaining, but they're a little bit shell-shocked here, already down 8. Taylor has checked in the game, finds Pierce in traffic, layup is up and good. Ten-point lead again. Dugan rejected. Pierce with the rebound and a foul called, and the Pirates are a little bit rattled early. City College of San Francisco, the number 3 seed up in the North. Relatively uneventful trip to Las Positas. A 20-point victory over number 14 Laney, followed by a 12-point win over number 6 seed Diablo Valley. Taylor kicks it outside. They'll work it around. 3 on the way for Deckman. Too strong. Green tracks down the long rebound. The Pirates have really dominated on the boards throughout this season, but they'll have a much tougher time doing that in this matchup against this team. Dugan alertly throws it off Toiloa.
Ventura, I think right now Ventura's lack of strength of schedule in conference hurting them, and they're trying to adjust early on. They have the players and the personnel to do it. You got Davina Del Castillo, not her normal self with an injury, and Destiny Kelly off right now. They were attending to her ankle, it looked like.
Yeah, the bad break evens out. Campbell out front, in and out. Rebound on the floor. Dugan has the offensive rebound. Campbell checked by Brianna Deckman, off to Dugan, who misses everything on the 3. Del Castillo tries to keep it alive, but Taylor saves it for the Rams. Ahead to Brianna Deckman. She's wide open, but she'll pass on the 3.
Travel
called on Taylor. So Caprice Taylor turns it over. Still a 12-2 game midway through the first quarter. Well, we have seen in our coverage this season the Pirates go through stretches where they seem to lose a measure of focus. this would be a very bad time for that, but it hasn't been a terrific start for the Pirates. They don't seem overly sharp, but certainly a lot of that has to do with the Rams. Campbell with the step back three, no good.
0 for 3 now from deep is Katie Campbell. She's got to get going somehow.
Pierce with the rebound, back the other way. Deckman will measure the three and bury it. Brianna Deckman with the triple, a 15-2 lead for the Rams. Campbell finds Del Castillo on the cut to the glass, missed the layup, but a foul called.
I think she was fouled down low, so Del Castillo, good energy, good cut, and obviously finishing point blank, been a point of emphasis for her. She struggled with that in conference play.
Del Castillo, a double-double machine this season for the Pirates.
Yeah.
But I think, Michael, the importance for Davina Del Castillo is not even to be found so much in the points and the rebounds. It's the steals. And the energy that she brings on defense and the way that she's able to force turnovers with pressure. And if she can't do that, that will truly be a significant dynamic that the Pirates will have lost. 1 out of 2 from the line. Caprice Taylor into the front court. The Rams firmly in control early. Brianna Deckman around a Pierce screen. They work the pick and roll. In a crowd, Pierce tries to force one up. It was blocked. The ball's on the floor. Still no signal, and now we'll have a jump ball.
Going to go to Ventura.
So the Pirates get it back. Well, we talked about it a little bit in our earlier broadcast. We've seen a few teams get off to slow starts and then come back. So if you're looking for some optimism, Melissa Omi first off the bench for the Pirates. And the bench for the Pirates has been, I think, safe to say, up and down. A more inexperienced group. This is a team that's certainly led by their starting 5. Campbell quickly double-teamed off to Sienna Brown. Brown in on Toiloa, starts to back down. Offensive foul called on Sienna Brown.
Yeah, she extended the forearm just a little bit to create separation. That's a good call. Spread the word, everybody. Watch this game live. SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube. You can also go to our website, www.socalcollegesports.com.
Not exactly Sienna Brown's game to back down there. A little more of a spot-up shooter. Steal by Kylisha Green. She will lay it in. So the Pirates force a turnover and get a break the other way.
A little bit more of that.
15-5. They still trail it by 10. Vigil off to Brianna Deckman. They go up top to Pierce. Taylor on the drive. That one poked away and stolen. Dugan trying to lead the break. Doesn't have numbers. She'll back it off. Campbell, a little hesitation into the lane. Forces one up. No good. Foul called. Katie Campbell will be taking free throws.
Now, got to see more of that from Katie. She is so good with the basketball, creating space in traffic, and we see her get one up on the rim. And when you're cold from the field to get things started off, you know where you start to get going? At the free throw line. Katie Campbell got 2 coming away from the stripe.
That one rattles in. Another substitution. Big surprise, Derek Lau can go very deep into his bench. So it's Taylor on the floor. Brittany Deckman returns. Emily Nepomuceno also checking in. Up front with Pierce and Toiloa. So a little bit smaller lineup on the floor for City College. 15-7, the lead is 8. Taylor stops and pops from 18 and hits. 17-7. Green with a hard drive out to Dugan. Passes on the 3. Sidestepping defenders, gets the shot up. She's fouled. So Dugan, who's missed a couple of threes early, puts it on the floor and gets herself to the line.
Second on Toiloa.
Well, the Pirates slowly getting themselves into this game, at least starting to trade baskets, but they put themselves in a little hole early here.
Cut at the Rams. Hot shooting early, and right off the bat, Ventura has not had a lead yet. Rihanna Duga hits on the first.
More substitutions. Jordana Edwards comes in. Mary Pierce. So it's Edwards and Pierce up front, along with Emily Nepomuceno, Caprice Taylor, and Brittany Deckman on the floor. For City College of San Francisco, the Rams have their starting unit on the floor. Melissa Omi has replaced Davina Del Castillo. Taylor catch and shoot for three, rimming no good. Omi fighting for the rebound, but it's Pierce, puts it back up. That's no good, dug out by Dugan.
Dug out, it was snatched away. Give me that.
Campbell, hard drive, fans it out. They get it to Green, passes on the three. Campbell will fire from long range, rimming no good. Rebound on the floor, fought for Dugan with another rebound. Out to Campbell. Can the Pirates take advantage of a second chance here? Green looking for Omi. They weren't on the same page.
Great flash into the mid-post by Kylisha Green, but she has to be a little bit more heady with that ball. Maybe even think about taking that shot. I think right now the feet not quite set going into shots in rhythm for Ventura, and they're struggling in the scoring column only with 9, 2:13 to go in the first.
8-point lead. Deckman off to Edwards in the high post. Down low, Pierce with great position. Double pump won't go. Rebound tapped outside. Dugan's got it.
Great job by Sienna Brown, just going straight up defensively.
Campbell weaving her way through traffic, finds Brown. Hard drive on the baseline. Comes
Foul.
up shooting. No good. No call. Now Brown is fouled. She'll head to the line.
Terrible no call in the first. I mean, she obviously got hacked on the arm.
Yeah, give Sienna Brown a lot of credit. Way to stay with it. Ventura, the number 3 seed in the South. Also a relatively uneventful trip. They handled Santa Monica at home, 83-65, right here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Love the plug.
And then last Saturday, in their 4th meeting of the season with LA Valley, they evened up that season series at 2 apiece with a 65-50 win. 15-point victory, punched their ticket here to Las Positas. Just a couple of years ago, Ventura won it all. That was at Cerritos College. Brown, 1 out of 2. Omi fighting to keep it alive and does. Brown with it. They'll get it to Campbell. A chance now for the Pirates to further cut into a 7-point deficit. Dugan. Baseline drive, kicks it out. Campbell passes on the 3, starts a drive, fans it out. This is Dugan. Shot clock at 11. Green spins away, out to Campbell. 4-3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Pierce. Taylor leading the break, finds Edwards, shot up, no good, foul call. Edwards with a great job running the floor. So Jordana Edwards with 1:16 left in the first quarter will head to the line. Edwards shoots 64% from the line. Interesting to see Edwards early on, but you suspect that might be, at least to some degree, due to the absence of Destiny Kelly, who has not come back to the bench after leaving the game early. She clearly was injured on a play. Of course, we don't know anything more in terms of specifics than that, but taking a look at the San Francisco bench right below us, I don't see Destiny Kelly right now. 0 for 2 for Edwards from the line. Another opportunity for the Pirates. Dugan in traffic has that one knocked out of play. The Pirates will keep it. Shot clock at 18. Gianni Duncan Mosley on for City College of San Francisco, replacing Edwards. Campbell fakes the 3. She'll back out and set things up. Now starts a drive out to Green. Green around a Brown screen looking for Omi, and again, the 2 can't connect. The turnover gives it back for City College of San Francisco. One thing I think you got to hope for here if you're the Pirates, their calling card is defense. So yes, they're struggling somewhat offensively, but you have to expect that they're going to continue to play the outstanding defense that they have all year. Among the leaders in opponent field goal percentage. In fact, they've been at the top of that category at points this year. Pierce spins baseline, partially blocked by Brown. Campbell looking for Green on the break. Going for Omi again, another turnover.
Know your personnel. That's 3 times Melissa Omi has not been able to receive the pass.
The runner won't go. Campbell fighting for the rebound back to Vigil. The floater is good. So Vigil, who's had a quiet first quarter, with a hoop there, pushes it back to a 9-point lead. The Rams trying to bring the trap. Skip pass looking for Dugan. Dugan will fire from 3, in and out. Rebound down to the Rams. Nepa Messina wants to run the floor, finds Vigil. The one-timer, Ralph Sampson style, couldn't quite get it to go for Vigil. Through one quarter, City College of San Francisco in control early, a 19-10 lead. You're watching the 3C2A basketball playoffs here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Start of the second quarter, Vigil with Nepomuceno and Brittany Deckman, a three-guard set for Coach Derek Lau. Up front, Neri Pierce and Gianni Duncan Mosley. Meanwhile, Ned Mercedes counters with Campbell, Green, and Dugan, along with Del Castillo and Sienna Brown. So he's back to the starters. We'll keep an eye on Davina Del Castillo, who's battling an ankle injury as she returns. Deckman over to Nepomuceno. Back outside to Pierce, checked by Del Castillo. Nepomuceno for three, kaboom!
Off the glass.
22-10, this is the largest lead for the Rams. Green through a double team, hangs in the air, can't get it to go. She's on the offensive glass. Out to Dugan. Dugan stops and pops from 16 and hits.
Pretty shot there from Rihanna.
10-point lead, Vigil. This is Pierce. Vigil step back three, no good. Pierce going to try and keep it alive, but it was out of play. Back to the Pirates.
And Destiny Kelly at the scorer's table will check in.
Mentioned the opponent field goal percentage. As of the current statistics for the Pirates, they're number one in the state in opponent field goal percentage and third in points allowed. But the Rams, a whole different animal right now. They're shooting 45%. That's a little bit higher than Pirate opponents have been doing this season. Dugan catch and shoot for three, can't get it to go. Salazar battling for the rebound inside, but can't keep it alive. It'll go back to the Rams. Meanwhile, Destiny Kelly has returned. That's certainly a welcome sight for San Francisco fans. She is back on the floor with Duncan Mosley up front and Neri Pierce. So a little bit bigger lineup for Derek Lau on the floor right now. Pierce faces up. Green comes on the double team. They have the steal. Nice job by Kylisha Green poking that one free. Campbell with a little stutter step all the way to the glass, lays it in.
Need more of that. Get to the rim, Katie.
You know, we almost did a Hoosiers trivia question in our coverage today as Kelly will fire from three. Rimming no good. Del Castillo with the board.
That's a great box out from Celeste Salazar.
Campbell's going to have to go Jimmy Chitwood in this game. Dugan knifing her way through traffic, gets it to go. Here come the Pirates, 22-16. They're back within 6. Derek Lau wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. And, Michael, the Pirates, after a slow start, maybe starting to get it going a little bit.
Yeah, I think they're starting to find their feet here. I mean, we talked about the lack of strength in their conference, and I think right now that is certainly hurting them in the regard that the Rams are one of the top teams in the state of California. So Ventura trying to acclimate in that first quarter, and now they're within 6. Obviously not a very insurmountable lead, but they still have to be pretty heady off defensively and make sure that the Rams don't get out to a big lead.
Team's back on the floor. Deckman will bring it in with Vigil. So Lau wants to just talk it over. One change, though. Nina Joyner comes in, replacing Neri Pierce. So still a big lineup on the floor. Kelly, who averages a little over 17 a game, gets a screen, drives it to the glass, can't get the layup. Salazar pulls down the rebound. Pirates looking to run the other way. Green in a crowd. Scoop shot won't go. Kylisha trying to keep it alive. Going to stay here, a foul called. This one's going to go against Duncan Mosley, absolutely. So the Pirates will keep it. They'll bring it in baseline left. Ventura in the black jerseys. City College of San Francisco in the white. Salazar off to Green. Green circles into the lane. Down to Del Castillo. Layup is good.
And the Ventura College Pirates starting to chip away at the big lead from earlier.
It's an 8-0 run after the Rams had run out to a 12-point lead. Vigil directing traffic. Checked by Campbell. Gets a screen. Another screen on the drive, left of the lane. Foul called. This is going to go against Ventura.
Del Castillo.
A push on the screen
might be a little
from
bit of
Duncan Mosley.
Might be a little bit of a payback there. After the last play and timeout we went to, Ranadugan had just made a shot, and Duncan Mosley gave her a little push, and Davina Del Castillo says, you know what? You're not going to get away with that.
Yep.
Not on my watch.
Kelly will bring it in. Out front to Vigil. High screen. Vigil picked up by Brown. Taylor. They'll work it down low. Kelly faces up on the baseline. Shot too strong. Campbell has the rebound. Pirates starting to assert themselves on the boards. Campbell picked up by Deckman. Pirates going to take a little time. Shot clock at 17. They have the momentum right now, but they still trail it by 4.
They're stagnant offensively on this possession.
Campbell moves it over. High screen from Brown. They work the pick and roll. Brown back outside. Avery Brunk starts a drive. Shot clock down to 1. Campbell can't get it off in time.
Well, we talked about it. Stagnant early on that shot clock. Campbell.
Sienna Brown getting an earful from Ned Mercedes, and I'm guessing, I think Ned Mercedes is saying she's got to take that shot at that position in the shot clock. Vigil between the circles. Shot clock at 19. Taylor back to Vigil. Both teams getting a little more deliberate now. Taylor will try from long range. Barely caught the iron. Out of play, back to Ventura.
Well, they were hot early, it was San Francisco, but now shooting percentage under 40% at 37.5. They were on fire to start things off. And, Jeff, you talked about it. Sometimes that quick start can really be somewhat of a curse going forward into a ballgame.
Yeah, it might inadvertently take you out of some of the things you want to do. Obviously, we don't know that for sure, but the Pirates have certainly righted the ship in a lot of ways here in the second quarter. Still a little bit of work to do. Campbell will get it to Green. Green working on Kelly. Fans it out. They work it around. Campbell open for 3. No good. Green working the offensive glass. Blocked by Kelly. Out of bounds. The Pirates will keep it. Boy, Campbell, that's a great look for 3. You got to be able to knock that down.
She's 0 from beyond the arc, if memory serves. She's 0 for 6.
Yeah, the Pirates really from long range struggling. I don't know that they've hit a 3. I'm not sure. I remember, obviously, we have the stats right in front of me, but yeah, they're 0 for 10 from three-point range, and yet only down 4 if you're looking for good news. You'd have to think that can't keep up. Brown double-teamed. Shot off the glass is good.
That's a great finish in traffic over a double team. She had Pearson join her right on her, and she contorts her body and finishes up top.
10-0 run for the Pirates. The Pirate faithful starting to get into it, making some noise. Taylor in the low post. Off to Pierce. Layup no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball.
Back to the Pirates.
This was a 12-point game earlier in this second quarter.
Spread the word, everybody. SoCalCollegeSports.com. We have all of the players linked in on the homepage. SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube as well.
Campbell trying to get it to Brown. Kelly with the steal. Angles into the front court. Now she'll back it out. Destiny Kelly, nice skill set, good size, but clearly handles the ball well. And we saw her hit from long range earlier as well. That's the scouting report they had on her, is that she had an awful lot of talent, very versatile player. Pierce trying to work down low. Salazar fouled her, non-shooting foul.
Kelly reminds me a little bit of McCollum. Zaire McCollum from last game, College of the Sequoias, maybe even a little bit more skillful in terms of handling the ball and shooting the 3.
Yeah, classic matchup here in this one between offense and defense. The top defensive team, the Pirates, in terms of opponent field goal percentage. City College of San Francisco, 4th in the state in points per game.
Well,
and right now, the pace starting to favor the Pirates a lot more. Quick shot down low. Taylor is fouled.
Should be number 2 on Davina.
It's Nina Joyner, excuse me. So Joyner will head to the line. Second foul on Davina Del Castillo. Here comes Melissa Omi to the scorer's table. Joyner shoots 47% from the line. First free throw is good. That breaks the run for the Pirates. Well, we make a lot of City College of San Francisco in this game, and obviously for good reason. But this looks, somewhat standard for the Pirates. They had a stretch where they seemed a little bit out of sorts, and then a stretch where they put it together and really went on a run. And this has been a little bit of what they've been all year long. For those that might be watching for the first time. Campbell working against pressure, fouled by Taylor. Just the second foul on the Rams as a team. 4:44 to go here in the second quarter.
We have to like where you're at if you're the Pirates. Katie Campbell only with 4 points, leading scorer on the season for Ventura. She's 0 for 6 from beyond the arc. That's going to normalize at some point.
Campbell works around the screen, off to Dugan. Dugan, hard drive to the glass, lays it in.
Brianna, such a player. Really
Dugan,
love her game.
Great adjustment after struggling from outside early in the game. She's getting a little more aggressive. Back to a 2-point game. Joyner in the high post. Spins into the lane. Green reaches in, digs it out. Jump ball. City College of San Francisco will keep it.
Brianna Dugan leading all scorers now with 8 points.
San Francisco will bring it in, baseline left. Jordana Edwards returns. So Pierce along with Edwards up front. Taylor, Deckman, and Vigil. 3-guard offense. Edwards into the lane. Back out to Vigil. They working around to the outside. Caprice Taylor on the drive. The runner is good.
That's just too easy.
So Taylor with the deuce. Back to a 4-point game. Campbell in a crowd has that one poked away. It's going to stay with Ventura. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 21. We wind under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Dugan steps out for a 3, no good. Long rebound to Omi. Campbell will try from 3, no good.
Jeez.
Long rebound out to Vigil. The Pirates can't hit water if they fell out of a boat from long range right now. Taylor into the lane, can't get the runner to go. The rebound tapped around to Green.
Got to push.
Campbell running the floor, in from the right, lays it in.
Great job running the floor from Campbell. The synergy starting to pick up between Kylie Green and Katie Campbell.
Yeah, the Pirates this season at times have had a little showtime in them, but at this level, you're not going to get as many opportunities to run the floor, but they took full advantage there. Vigil misses from long range. Brown tried to keep it alive, but it's tapped out to Taylor. Green steps in front. Breakaway for Kylie Green. Lays it in. Tie ball game.
Kylie starting to get it going. You got to go and get it. That's a double dribble. Wow.
Vigil will walk it into the front court. Brand new ball game here late in the first half. On the drive, Edwards, baseline jumper, missed everything.
Foul on Brown.
Sienna Brown looked like undercutting Pierce as she went up for the rebound. That's going to be the 4th foul on the Pirates as a team, so non-shooting. They'll bring it in baseline left. Here comes Celeste Salazar replacing Sienna Brown. It's the 2nd foul on Sienna Brown.
So Del Castillo and Sienna Brown both with 2. Likely not going to see either player for the rest of the first.
This becomes a very important stretch after the Pirates have scaled the mountain and gotten all the way back into this one. Vigil in a crowd, forces one up, missed everything. Out of play, but still belongs to San Francisco. A break there. Green and Pierce battling for the rebound.
And right now, blockout assignments are going to be key here for Ventura. They're really good rebounding the basketball, but you don't have Davina Del Castillo or Sienna Brown out there, and they're a big part of that.
Edwards hit a 3 early, but she's been quiet, battling an injury. Step back shot from 20 feet. That missed everything. Pirates have it back. Michael, a real opportunity here for the Pirates, who are firmly in control in this second quarter.
Yeah.
outscoring City College of San Francisco 16-7 in this frame.
Well, you
The
knew
winner.
You knew the Pirates weren't going to go away after a slow first quarter.
The winner has a date with Mount San Antonio College on Saturday. Campbell drives it to the glass, lays it in.
Vigil saying, hey, I need some help on her. Throws her mouthpiece in frustration. This is going to be...
It's going back to the
turnover.
Pirates. And I think that Vigil stepped outside onto the court
I think you're right.
inadvertently with the right foot before she went to throw it in. So a turnover here. Derek Lau wants a timeout. Hey, listen, how about the fact here is it's a 30-second timeout. What do you make of the fact? I think it's very impressive that with a start of, I want to say it was it was at least 10-0, and Ned Mercedes never called a timeout. I think that's a lot of faith.
A lot of Phil Jackson right there.
In his starting five that I think he's been working with all season. It's a veteran team, and I think it's interesting that Ned Mercedes, who certainly will coach him up as much as anybody here in the 3C2A, but at that point in the game felt as though nothing that he really needed to say to his team that they didn't already know.
Yeah, it's a great point. You know, he doesn't get out and chew them out on the road. He knows that his players know what they have to do. Obviously, I think the lack of energy early on from Davina Del Castillo because of the injury, not because she wasn't trying, was a big part of why they were struggling defensively. And I think they had to really just weather the storm early, and they've been able to do that. Now they have a 2-point lead.
How about the fact they're 0 for 12 from 3? Campbell from just inside the line and hits.
That might get her going. Watch out, Katie Campbell.
You can't like it if you're City College of San Francisco right now that this team is 0 for 12 from long range, and the Rams find themselves down 4.
That's a bad sign.
Taylor off a screen, goes back to Vigil. Rams work it down low. Pierce spins left, shot up, no good. Omi battling for the rebound, taps it out to Campbell.
It's great defense from Melissa.
Campbell out to Dugan. She'll try for 3.
Yes!
Come on! Rihanna Dugan with the tray. 11 in the game. The Pirates on a major run. This is a 23-4 run. Kelly on the baseline. Shot off the glass is good.
Great response.
Destiny Kelly up to 5 in the game. But she's 2 of 8 from the floor. The Pirates impose their will. Campbell stop and pop too strong.
A little bit too much.
Taylor has that poked away by Salazar. Green has the steal. Green in on Kelly. Double pump won't go. No foul called. Taylor's got the rebound. Taylor goes behind the back. Picks it up. Now the Rams will slow down long enough for Kelly to launch from 3. That's short. Campbell has the long rebound. Under a minute to go in the first half. Dugan.
What a catch.
And she's got some wide receiver in her there, I think.
Really does.
Both her and Green and Campbell, great hands. Omi works it around. Campbell up top. Now Campbell will set something up. The shot clock at 10. Gets it back. Green steps back, goes to work on Taylor, dribbles it off her foot. The turnover back to the Rams. And the Rams can play for the final shot. Who would have thunk it after a 10-0 start that the Rams would be looking for a shot here just to get a little bit closer before the half.
Shades of yesterday, San Diego City College in Yuba.
Yeah, absolutely. Taylor off to Kelly. Kelly drives it right into the lane, hangs in the air. Shot won't go. Omi yanks down the rebound. That'll do it for the first half. Through 20 minutes, the Pirates with a great response. They head to the locker room on top 33-28. It's the 3C2A basketball playoffs here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. 33-28 at the half. The Pirates rebounding from a 10-0 start. They trailed by as many as 12, and they lead it by 5. And, Michael, what a great response by Rhianna Dugan, Katie Campbell, Kylisha Green. This starting 5 that started out so very shakily before getting it going.
Well, they've had some pretty rough stretches throughout conference play. If you remember in the, I believe it was the regular season finale at home, not the regular season finale in conference play, but the second to last game versus Oxnard. Oxnard not exactly a world beater, and they struggled in that game, eventually pulling out a win in the fourth quarter. But that's really been the MO for Ned Mercedes teams. They pull away in the second half, particularly the fourth quarter, and they were able to pull away in that second quarter, and now they have a 5-point lead after a very tough start. And how do you like it if you're Ventura? Katie Campbell's 0 of 8 from downtown. She does have 10 points, 4 of 12 from the field, and you're up by 5.
Yeah, overall 1 of 14, and this is a team that generally shoots it well. Speaking of shooting it well, City College of San Francisco, one of the top scoring teams, but right now they're playing the Pirates game. Vigil and Kelly leading the way with 7 points apiece, but they're a combined 6 for 20 from the field. And then you chip in with Neri Pierce, the third leading scorer. She's 1 for 6. So your top 3 scorers that score over 50 points a game are a combined 7 for 26 from the field. Those are Ventura College Pirate numbers.
They really are, and they didn't really do themselves any favors getting up and down. That's what Ventura wants to do. They want to get you in transition, they want to speed it up, and they were going to feast in transition opportunities. We saw Kylisha Green leak out, get out, start the break, and feed Katie Campbell, and did a very good job, and I think she had a couple breakaway layups as well. Really, Kylisha Green only with 4 points, but she's got four rebounds, 3 assists, doing it all right now. Defensively, she's probably got like 3 or 4 steals.
And let's remind people what we've been talking about a lot this weekend. The first few minutes of the second half, so very important. It would be very easy for the Pirates to feel good about themselves, maybe lose a little bit of focus, give this lead away, and I can guarantee on that sideline, Ned Mercedes, Robin Hester, they'd love to see them feel good about themselves and push this out to a 15-point lead, if entirely possible. But this first few minutes could be very telling in this second half about what kind of game we're going to see.
Very telling and very important. I think you're exactly right here, Stoy. They need to set something up to get something on the board. Who has the arrow? I want to say it's Ventura, because I want to say that the last jump ball went in favor of the Rams. It does look like Ventura does have the arrow.
It will belong to the Pirates first. They'll come out with their starting 5.
Expect a play we haven't seen before in the regular season, but something that's very set.
Meanwhile, the Rams will counter with their starting 5. So both coaches going back to the starters to start the second half. The Pirates will work it from left to right in the road black jerseys. Campbell off to Green in the weave. Green drives the lane, splits the double team. Scoop shot, doesn't draw iron. Kelly has the rebound. So Kelly will get it to Vigil. Vigil, who scores over 20 a game, had just 7 in the first half. Great job by the Pirates harassing her into a rough first 20 minutes. Vigil still directing traffic. Deckman working off of screens, in and out on the 3. Del Castillo pulls down the board.
Got to push.
1 and done for the Rams. Campbell in on Deckman. Little crossover out to Green. They drop it to Del Castillo on the baseline. Now the Pirates will get it back to Green. He'll try for a 3 off the back iron. Brown had her hands on the rebound, but it's out to Vigil, who wants to run. Vigil around to Toiloa screen. Back into the lane. Off to Pierce. Vigil gets it back. 4-3. That's good.
Vigil starting to feel it a little bit here. Really like the cadence of that shot.
Gabby Vigil shoots 40% from long range. Dugan shuffled her feet. Now the Rams will come back with a chance to tie or take the lead with a long one. Well, if you're the Pirates, the last thing you want to do is get off to the same start in the second half that you did in the first half.
Well, Vigil now in double figures. She has 10 after that made 3, and she just hit a 3. You got to play up on her.
Campbell staying with her as Vigil continues to direct traffic out front. Kelly will work it down low. Pierce faces up on Del Castillo. Hard drive, reverse layup won't go. Green has the rebound.
Great feet from Davina.
Green angles over the timeline, leaves it for Campbell. She'll try again for 3 and hit. Well, Katie Campbell's not shy.
No.
We knew that. 0 for 8, but she's not going to stop taking the shots from long range. She knew it would happen. You got to love the shooter's mentality. The Pirates are back up 5.
That's terrible transition defense if you're the Rams. That's the last person you should lose in transition. It's a walk into a three-pointer for Katie Campbell.
Pierce trying to establish position down low on Green, and it's going to be Green that picks up the foul. Nearly had the steal. But that's good recognition by the Rams there as Pierce was working on Green, who's a little bit undersized, working down there. Toiloa flashes into the lane. Foul called. Toiloa is going to take a few free throws.
Rihanna's got to do a better job of denying that type of position on the inbounds play. I mean, that's just a free run at the basket. Now a chance to put 2 up on the board for San Francisco.
Yeah, if there's one of the themes that we've seen this weekend, that play has been very effective in going on 8 games that we've seen now, and players losing their man on these baseline inbound plays, and that flash into the lane, that backdoor cut, I think Michael has been entirely too effective, but we'll see what happens. Timeout on the floor with 7:55 remaining. It's a 30-second timeout, so they come out of it. The Rams will have it with Toiloa heading to the line. Under 8 minutes to go here in the third.
Yeah, Toiloa.
I forgot, Maddie. Did we get a 4th trivia question for this last game? Okay. Well, we're still working on that. I got a conflicting answer from Matt Henson there. I couldn't really say. He said we didn't, but it's good to go.
Do we have a 4th?
It's good to go. Oh, all right. We have one more trivia question. One more chance for me to try
and you. Okay.
Stump Michael, if I possibly can. 36-33. After the 2 made free throws, the Rams bring some pressure. Campbell over the timeline, hooks it to Brown. Down low, shot off the glass, won't go. Foul called. Sienna Brown will take free throw.
That is just a terrific pass from Katie Campbell. Throws it about 50 feet on a rope.
Yeah, this is not an easy team to press. I mean, it's a 3-guard offense with 3 guards that handle the ball well.
Ill-advised.
And everybody runs the floor incredibly well, and that's 1 through 5.
Yeah.
So Brown will head to the line. The sophomore scores 9.1 a game. A 60% foul shooter, and the first free throw crawls in. Brown gets the shooter's roll. Pirates back up 4. Nina Joyner, Brianna Deckman checking into the game. More sisters, Michael. We just had sisters with College of the Siskiyous.
Are they twins?
And
though?
It's Brianna and Brittany Deckman for City College of San Francisco. Both free throws good for Brown.
Made free throws going to be crucial here down the stretch.
Caprice Taylor has checked into the game. Vigil checked by Campbell. Off to Taylor. Around a screen from Pierce. Taylor on the drive.
Travel.
Lost the handle on the way up. What's the call?
Travel.
And it's a travel.
It's a good job by the referees on that play, getting it right.
Yeah, good communication. Our referees, Chris Chapman, Deanna Butler, Grace Glenn. Campbell over to Dugan. Passes on the 3 into the lane to Brown, who digs it out. They'll get it back outside. The Pirates will reset.
Plenty of time.
Shot clock at 15. Campbell works it to the far side. Drives the lane, in a crowd, left-handed shot off the glass, won't go. Rebound tapped around, out of bounds. Green tries to keep it alive.
I think that was going to go back to Ventura, and Green inadvertently hit that pass.
I'd say Campbell got into the lane, and I think that was one of those situations where maybe she was expecting a little more defense to come at her, because she ended up with about a 6-footer that she didn't draw iron. She threw it off the backboard, and I know sometimes that can happen when maybe you're anticipating that you're not going to be quite that open when you get down there.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I think she was expecting contact. This is going to be a foul against Pierce.
So Pierce with the foul off the ball gives it back to the Pirates. 6:46 remaining in the third. Continue to show pressure. Dugan into the front court. The trap comes from Vigil. Ball on the floor. Jump ball called. Good job by Gabby Vigil.
Turnover.
To get in there and get it back for San Francisco. Here comes Destiny Kelly up off the bench for the Rams. She will check in.
And Coach Mercedes mad at a little bit right now at Sienna Brown. He's saying you have to come and help her when the double comes over. You have to be wary of what's going on the floor, even though you don't have the ball.
Interestingly, it's Gabby Vigil that comes out of the game, which is surprising to me. So it's Deckman with Taylor, and then Kelly up front with Pierce and Joyner. Turnaround shot, rattles in.
Pretty good recognition from Pierce. Hey, look, I'm just going to turn and face. I'm wide open. Put it up and in. No hesitation. She gets it to go.
3-point game. Green. Skip pass to Dugan. Dugan starts a drive, tries to hook it to Salazar. Good hands on defense. Taylor can't keep it alive. Pirates have it back. Del Castillo in from the right. A lot of contact, traveling called. I'm going to say that Del Castillo obviously dragged that pivot foot before any contact.
Yeah, I think maybe she went into the shot with a hop first before she put the ball down, and well, we've seen a lot of that this weekend.
The Rams trail it by 3. Work it down low again. Pierce faces up on Del Castillo. Shot off the glass won't go. Rebound on the floor. Pierce with great hustle gets it back. Shot from 8 feet, barely drew iron. Joyner with another opportunity for the Rams.
Very bad possession, rebounding the basketball for the Pirates.
Deckman for 3, no good. Campbell tracks down the long rebound, so the Rams get 3 tries but come up empty.
Push it.
Campbell quickly back the other way. Fans it out. Green for 3, no good. Rebound fought for. Pierce has it. Here come the Rams. 3-on-3. Taylor on the drive. No call. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebound on the floor. Tapped outside. Another offensive rebound. Joyner from 8 feet scores.
What a terrible no call. An obvious carry by Taylor in the lane.
The Rams take full advantage. Green saves that pass from Campbell. Pirates have a 1-point lead. Dugan from long range. Splash!
Number 2 tonight for Rihanna Dugan.
Dugan with a good job. Has her feet ready. Gets that shot up quickly. That's a big-time shot for the Pirates, who go back up 4 just when the Rams were threatening. Taylor gets a screen from Joyner. Pierce will fire from 3. Rimming no good. Rebound on the floor. Green digs it out. Kylisha Green wants to run. It's a 3-on-3. Dugan in transition. Traveled, yep. Just started that move before the ball was on the floor.
Shoot it. Hey, be ready to shoot. Have your feet ready. Rihanna's fantastic from beyond the perimeter.
Yeah, that's a classic heat check moment right there for Rihanna Dugan. See if he can get something going. Instead, the Rams get it back. 4:22 remaining in the third. Two teams riding long winning streaks into championship weekend.
Get the word out, everybody. If you know people that want to watch this game, let them know they can go to www.socalcollegesports.com. They can catch us live.
Taylor around the screen from Toiloa, has Brown in a switch, drives it to the rim, lays it in.
That's a tough play. Taylor going right around the defense there.
Caprice Taylor spelling Gabby Vigil, who's on the bench, and the Rams fighting their way back into it. Now the Pirates will set up. Campbell. Now Vigil has returned, I see. Green into the lane, hangs in the air, no good. Ball's on the floor. Green fighting for it. A jump ball called. This should belong to the Pirates. Great job by Kylisha Green. Can't get the shot to go, but keeps fighting.
Tell you what, if you want to get fancy with it, you got an Apple TV or an Xbox One or some type of set-top box with the YouTube app. Go to SoCal College Sports 1 and watch it in 1080p.
Us in our Blazers in 1080p. I don't know how you can pass on that.
Well, I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, in the game.
I wouldn't mind the outfits.
Dugan will get it back to Green. Fresh shot clock for the Pirates, who lead it by 2. Dugan in on Taylor in a crowd. Whistle comes in. Offensive foul.
Rihanna's been very good tonight, but another turnover for her.
Duncan Mosley takes the charge. And now the Rams.
That's a third on Rihanna. I think you got to think about taking her out.
Can tie it up with a hoop.
Here comes Avery Brunk.
Avery Brunk will come in. Brunk, Omi, and Salazar have been the only bench players that Ned Mercedes has gone to here tonight. Duncan Mosley trying to get Kelly down low, and the pass out of bounds. can't get the entry pass. The turnover gives it right back to the Pirates.
12th turnover on the night for San Francisco. Both teams locked up in the rebounding category with 29 apiece.
Pressure at three-quarter court for the Rams. Dugan splits a double team into the lane, out to Green. They work it around to Campbell for three. Solid 44-39. Campbell starting to get it going from long range. Both her and Dugan. Now with a couple in the game, Kelly will try to answer. That's short. Brown has the rebound. The Pirates will look to extend on a 5-point lead.
Kelly's shot just has not been the same since she injured herself early in this ball game after the big run.
Campbell fans it out to Green. Pirates again will slow it down. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Crossover on Vigil. Picked up by Toiloa. Dugan circles right. Shot from 18 feet is short. Tapped out to Duncan Mosley. Off to Taylor, who jets into the front court. Down goes Kylisha Green. She's back on her feet. Skip pass to Kelly, too high. Another turnover gives it back to Ventura. Well, at the half, it was a 5-point lead for the Pirates. 2:21 remaining in the third. 5-point lead for the Pirates. Hey, listen, if you're Ventura, you do this for 12 minutes and 21 more seconds, you're home.
They just don't need a gust from the what's the term here, Stoy?
What's that?
Gust from the gorge? Cost me, Romes. Tin Cup reference?
Oh, yeah. A gust from the gods. Brown with the lay-in. The Pirates break the press and get the easy bucket. They have their largest lead tonight at 7.
I really don't know what the Rams are doing pressing a team that has really destroyed them in the full court.
And certainly at this point, it's not as though the scoreboard or the time in the game really dictates it. It'll be interesting to see if Derek Lau stays with it.
I wonder if Lau's just looking for something different here. Dugan's going to come off, working with the 3 fouls.
So Brunk returns. So Campbell and Dugan both on the bench. Where is the offense going to come from now? Vigil hits from 3.
It's a bad idea by Kylisha. You can't leave her that wide open from the top of the key.
Can they get through this next couple of minutes and into the fourth quarter with Campbell and Dugan on the bench? Green weaving through traffic all the way to the rim. Missed the scoop. Toiloa has the rebound for the Rams. Here they come trailing by 4. Vigil into the front court. Gets a high screen. On the drive, all the way to the glass. Scoop shot missed everything. Ball out of bounds. Back to Ventura.
Heady play by Davina. Does not touch the ball. She was out of bounds, and she alertly knew that it was going off of the Rams. Dugan back into the ball game offensively along with Katie Campbell.
Yeah, they didn't even try to go 2 minutes with Campbell and Dugan on the bench. That was very quick. They both returned.
And not after that made 3 and then the missed opportunity on the other end for Kylisha Green. 2-2-1 trap in the full court.
Dugan easily over the timeline. They work it over to Del Castillo. Skip pass looking for Campbell.
Great
athletic
save.
play to keep that alive. Campbell starts in on Taylor. Now she'll back it out. Shot clock at 10. Del Castillo comes out for a high screen. Campbell on the crossover. Hooks it to Brown. Brown right of the lane. Back out to Dugan for 3. No good. Rebound Toiloa. Stolen by Del Castillo. Layup is up and good.
Man, Davina.
Haven't been able to call that much, but Del Castillo with a steal and lay-in. And that is a big part of what the Pirates do. They lead it by 6 with under a minute to go in the third. Nepomuceno will try from 3. That's off the back iron.
She banked one in earlier. Can't get that one to go.
Campbell will slow it down. About a 9-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Well, I like the quick shot there from Nepomuceno. Going 2 for 1 here. The end of the third.
Campbell in on Taylor. Off to Green. Splits the double team. Green goes down. No call. And a kick ball called. This is going to stay with the Pirates. And I think that's a real break there. I think Green might have traveled.
Yeah, I got to believe you're right. Shot clock turned off now after the kick ball.
So the Pirates now can play for the final shot here in the third. Already leading it by 6.
Look for Rihanna Dugan to come off.
They bring it in. They find Dugan. Passes on the three. Back out to Campbell. Down to 8 seconds.
She's going to pull up.
Campbell. Crossover on Taylor. Fans it out. Green fakes the three. Fires at the buzzer. Rimming no good. We'll head to the fourth. The Pirates 10 minutes away from a date in the semifinals. But the Rams on their heels. 48-42. The Pirates on top. You're watching the 3C2A Basketball Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
And remember, everybody, if you have friends or family that could not make it to this weekend's events, be sure to let them know that they can catch all of the rest of the games on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. They can also search for us on YouTube by searching for SoCal College Sports 1. And be sure to follow us on Twitter. Let us know how we're doing, what we need to improve, what we're doing well, or just to give us a shout out. You can find us on Twitter at SoCal College SPO.
Set to go in the fourth quarter. The Rams will have it first. Final spot in the 2017 semifinals here in the 3C2A Championships on the line. And we will have our Final Four on the women's side in 10 minutes. Entry pass stolen by Campbell. The Pirates have really ratcheted up the defense after a little bit of a slow start. Saw them go down by 12 early in the second quarter. Del Castillo with the high screen. Campbell dancing left and right off to Dugan. Into the lane. Green kicks it out. Campbell open for three. Splash! Katie Campbell up to 3 threes in the game. The Pirates, who got off to such a slow start from long range, have got it dialed in. They have their largest lead at 9, 51-42. Backdoor cut, blocking call on Green, and the foul. So Pierce with an and one opportunity as the layup goes down. This is a great answer for the Rams, who found themselves down 9, but a free throw from Neri Pierce can get it back to 6. Pierce came in averaging 14-5 a game, a 68% foul shooter. That's just her 6th point tonight, to go along with 10 rebounds and 3 assists. So one more coming. Pierce readies, rims out, rebound fought for, and it's Taylor who digs it out for the Rams. Into the lane, tries to shovel one to Pierce. The ball's on the floor again. We'll have a jump ball. Del Castillo battling with Pierce. It'll go back to Ventura. The Pirates lead it by 7 with 9:01 remaining. Yeah, at one point the Pirates were 0 of 12 from three-point range. They're 5 of their last 9 since then. Green finds Campbell. Over to Del Castillo. Green with all kinds of room. She'll try for 3. That's short. Long rebound to Toiloa. Boy, Justice Toiloa really dominated the boards when she's been in the game for City College of San Francisco. Vigil, catch and shoot for 3. Back iron, no good. Long rebound. Taylor's got it again. She'll fire from 12 feet. Rattles out. The rebound on the floor. Del Castillo tracks it down. The Rams with a couple of good looks, Michael, but can't get them to go down, and the Pirates maintain the 7-point lead. Green in from the left. Back out to Campbell.
Eat a little clock here. Work the possession.
Double high screen up top for Campbell. Off to Dugan. Dugan drives the lane, kicks out Del Castillo from 18 feet, missed everything. Vigil wants to run. In on Dugan, spins into the lane.
Blocked.
Shot blocked by Del Castillo. The Pirates with an opportunity to run.
Got to push the tempo right here.
Green going to take some time, leaves it for Campbell.
I think in that instance, I guess it's okay to kill some clock, but you had an opportunity.
Give and go, off to Campbell, 4-3, she's hot from outside now.
You know what? I think you'll take that result.
Boy, Campbell at one time was 0 for 8 from long range. She's 4 for 4 since then. Talk about streak shooting. The Pirates lead it by 10.
I think Coach Lau wants to talk about, hey, maybe we want to get a hand up on her now.
Full timeout taken. Derek Lau wants to talk it over. 7:17 remaining. The Pirates on top by 10 here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. The Rams down double digits for the first time in this game. 7:15 and counting remaining in the game. They have to figure out where is the offense going to come from. Kelly out of a double team, off to Joyner. Trapped on the baseline, and the Rams will work it around the outside. Kelly drives the lane, tapped away by Campbell, gets it back. Missed the layup, but heading to the line for 2 free throws.
Well, Jeff, if you think about the 10-0 run to start the game for the Rams, they've been outscored 54-34 since then. They were able to do it in about the first 5 to 6 minutes of this ball game. There's 7 minutes about remaining, 6:59 exactly. They do have a chance, but, man, the time is starting to become a factor here for San Francisco.
And I think this is the matchup that they went to that I think has the best possibility for success. Destiny Kelly is such a difficult matchup. If she gets aggressive here, she's got a size advantage on someone like Kylisha Green, maybe a little bit of quickness on Brown or Del Castillo, especially with Del Castillo battling that ankle injury, and she could be a matchup nightmare for the Pirates. But the Rams have some work to do, still trailing by 8. The trap comes from Vigil. Omi lays it in. Campbell beats the press with a great feed to Omi.
Second assist on the night for Katie Campbell. It was a beauty.
Long 3 for Vigil, too strong. The rebound on the floor. Toiloa with another rebound, follows it in.
Tough shot.
You know, Mike, we've been talking a lot about the press, and you look at the last game between Palomar and College of the Sequoias, and one of the things that the Pirates are doing that is so effective against the press, in stark contrast to what we were seeing before, how much dribbling are we seeing?
Not a lot.
And that's why the Pirates have been so effective getting rid of that ball before the trap can really fully come.
And that's just good coaching, and obviously Coach Mercedes, one of the best coaches in the state of California, and with good reason. The results prove true, and you see it out there. His players know what to do in a high-tension situation, and obviously he's programmed his players versus the press very well.
Dugan hits the first free throw, 57-48. Matt, go ahead and bring up our final trivia question here if you can. You got one more here. Now, this is a quick answer that I think you're going to know, so hold your answer here for a second. We'll see if anybody else wants to weigh in. And the final question has to do with the Naismith Award again. 2 freshmen in the history of the award have won it. So can we name the 2 freshmen that have won the Naismith Award since its inception in 1969? So, Mike, I think you got a real shot at that one, so I'm going to ask you to hold off for a second while we see if anybody else wants to chime in with an answer on that one. A little bit surprising to me. Air ball on the 3 from Vigil gives it back to the Pirates with 6:04 remaining.
Naismith Award as a freshman.
Yes. Green into the front court, gets it back to Campbell. Shot clock at 18. The Pirates certainly not going to be in any hurry with a 10-point lead. Backdoor cut for Dugan. In a crowd, lays it in.
And Katie Campbell is running the show right now. She has 22 tonight, her 3rd assist.
Kelly slid over there, takes it all the way back the other way, and Kelly answers back to get it back to a 10-point game. But I was a little surprised with Destiny Kelly with only 1 foul that she didn't come over there and challenge that shot a little bit more from Dugan. Campbell all the way into the lane, hangs in the air, scoops it in.
24 points now for Katie.
What a superstar performance from Katie Campbell. And what makes me say that is Taylor knifes her way to the glass and lays it in. What makes me say that is Katie Campbell didn't start out very well, but far from going in the tank, she stayed in the game and is now having really an outstanding game statistically. 24 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And how many players in a situation like that, maybe not go in the tank, but might let that slow start kind of affect you, be a little bit off for 40 minutes instead of coming back and really having a torrid second half like Katie Campbell has had.
You know what Katie Campbell is? A stud. Studs don't tank.
That's what we've seen all season long, 62-52. The Rams trail it by 10. They get it to Kelly.
Offensive foul.
And that's going to be on Toiloa, setting the screen. Pirates are feeling it now, under 5 minutes to go. And this one well within their grasp.
Hammerlock. 4th on Toiloa.
Dugan wards off Kelly into the front court, gets it to Green. Back outside to Campbell, and I'll tell you, not to keep harping on the point, but that pressure defense for the Rams has yielded no positive results that I can remember for City College of San Francisco.
It's just great execution.
Campbell off to Brown, lays it in.
24, 5, and now 4 assists for Katie Campbell.
Campbell that time, rather than going around the screen, splits the double team and then finds Sienna Brown. Kelly working down low. Dugan comes on the double team. Vigil will try from 3. Barely drew iron. Campbell tracks down the rebound. Dugan out on the break. Step back 3. Off the glass.
The bank is open for Rihanna Dugan. That possibly the coffin nail that will send Ventura to the semis.
4:01 remaining, and the Pirates have their largest lead at 15. You're watching the 3C2A Basketball Championships here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Dugan's 3 gives her 21 in the game. The Pirates are up to a robust 29% from long range in this one, but hey, when you started out 0 of 12, 29% is one heck of an achievement.
Yeah, right now it's house money here for Ventura. Rihanna Dugan with 21, Katie Campbell with 24. We saw a fantastic performance earlier in the day from Siskiyous.
The Pirates will have to get right back to it tomorrow. No time to rest up if they can hold on here. Assuming that they can, they'll be right back in action tomorrow night. So it's a busy weekend, and I only mention that from the standpoint of Del Castillo battling a nagging ankle injury. And she'll have to get right back down to it. Pierce down low, fouled, makes the shot. She'll head to the line.
It's a great response.
So Neri Pierce with a 3-point opportunity. Still time, 3:45 remaining, but the way the Pirates are starting to execute offensively, that's as big a problem as anything right now for San Francisco. And that free throw rattles in for Pierce, 67-55, back to a 12-point game. Brianna Deckman comes in for Caprice Taylor.
Yeah, I was referencing Siskiyous in their performance earlier today. Hannah Thompson, Melissa Daly, and Megan Daly combining for 76.
Dugan starts a drive, might have traveled. Good feed to Brown in a crowd, can't get the layup to go. The ball's knocked out of play. It's going to stay with Ventura.
Off of Toiloa.
Good hustle by Sienna Brown to keep that alive. Toiloa can't contain it. Another timeout taken on the floor. Is this a full or a 30? It's a 30.
30.
So at this point, I'm not sure what they're thinking.
Yeah,
but
Ned
Ned
Mercedes obviously irate about something on that possession.
Well, as we talk about in our coverage all season long, Ned Mercedic's always teaching. There's always going to be something that could have been executed better, but I'm sure he would tell you after the game, if we happen to pass by, that he's got to be satisfied, especially with the way his team responded here today after that slow start. And after about the first 3 or 4 minutes, they've just gotten better and better.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they've gelled together quite nicely. You would expect nothing less from a team that's won 20 in a row. The Rams, a tall order. Winners of 15 in a row themselves.
Green checked by Kelly. Around a Brown screen into the lane. Brings it out to Campbell, and the Pirates content to work some clock. Deckman all over Campbell as she backs out. Lau wants more of that pressure. Tries to enter it to Omi. Kelly with the steal. It's a 3-on-1. Kelly to the glass. Missed the layup. Toiloa is trying to keep it alive and does.
It's a great challenge by Katie Campbell to force the miss.
Vigil steps back for 3. The high arcer in and out. Rebound pulled down by Sienna Brown. Kelly in there to try and tie her up, but instead it's a foul. That's going to be the 3rd foul in the quarter on City College of San Francisco. So the Pirates will have the ball with 2:58 remaining.
Here comes a 2-2-1.
Taylor returns. So they have Deckman, Vigil, and Taylor on the floor, going a little bit smaller as they try to bring pressure. Green gets it in. Spins away from Vigil, cuts through the double team. Green breaks the press all on her own. Dugan measures for 3, back iron, long rebound to Destiny Kelly. Kelly leaves it for Pierce. Kelly on the drive into the lane. Omi fouled her. The shot doesn't go, but Destiny Kelly with more free throws coming. The Rams at this point really reduced to attacking the middle of this Pirate defense because the shots from outside are simply not falling, Michael. It's difficult to match up with the 3 guards, Green, Dugan, and Katie Campbell, of course.
Well, Katie Campbell more of a forward.
And you can't really help but think about what an enticing matchup a long way away it could potentially be if it was the Pirates that met College of the Siskiyous in a final, and that matchup of 3 players versus 3 players with a lot in common, and it would happen to be the best defensive team statistically going against the best offensive team. But that's a long way off, and a couple of teams, Palomar and Mount San Antonio College, going to have an awful lot to say about that before it's all said and done. Green backs it out. Campbell on the cut. Vigil got a hand in there, but the foul called. Gabby Vigil didn't like the call one bit.
You got to be smart with that pass, Kylisha. You're a little late on the recognition. You throw it into triple coverage, and it's a bailout foul, luckily for the Pirates.
Yeah, 2:19 remaining, and you're up by 10. Why do you even really need to find a cutter, particularly with about 15 or 20 still on the shot clock?
If it's a wide-open cutter, I get it.
Yeah.
Into triple coverage, different story. I mean, it is Katie Campbell.
Yeah. You're going to put a lot of faith in there.
It's like throwing in triple coverage and you're throwing to Megatron in football.
It ends up being a fresh shot clock, so it works out. Omi will try from 16 feet. Rims out. Green with the offensive rebound. Kelly with the reach-in foul.
She is so fantastic. That's her 8th rebound here tonight. She only has 4 points, but she has 8 assists, 8 rebounds, and at least 6 or 7 steals.
And she's been working against Destiny Kelly, where she's giving away about 3 or 4 inches and a few pounds as well.
Don't tell Kylisha that. She don't care. She can be working somebody against my size and she wouldn't care. She's going to get it done. And for the record, I'm 6'10".
First free throw is up and good. It's looking more and more like a Kylisha Green scoreline. 5 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. One more coming. I feel like with Kylisha Green, to be fair to the shorter game, rather than triple doubles with Kylisha Green, we should be talking about like triple eights. I wonder how many triple eights she's had this year. It's a little more reasonable pursuit, given that it's only 40 minutes as opposed to 48. Give her a little bit of a break.
What's the call on the floor?
So it seems that only Destiny Kelly knows. She headed right over to the far sideline to bring it in. She knew what the call was going to be. So the Rams will bring it in again. 2:10 remaining, 69-57. The Pirates with the 12-point lead. Del Castillo checking in for Melissa Omi. So back to the starting five for Ned Mercedes. Taylor going to pick it up. Walk it over the timeline. The clock certainly becoming an enemy for the Rams at this point, down to 2 minutes. Double pump from Taylor, doesn't draw iron. It's knocked out of play. The Rams will keep it.
So it went off of Del Castillo.
Kelly will bring it in, baseline right. Out to Taylor. A drive on Dugan, into a crowd, shot off the glass, good, and a foul. Well, watching Kelly and Pierce, now Taylor, a few different three-point opportunities here in this fourth quarter, and you wonder for the Rams, where was this a little bit earlier?
Yeah.
They've gone to the slash and drive game a little bit more here in the fourth quarter, perhaps out of necessity.
I think it's opened up a little bit more inside because I think Ventura is allowing plays to take long times to develop.
Yeah, maybe also being a little more conscious of the three-point line, not wanting to give away
That's a great call.
Open three-pointers. Back to a 9-point game, 1:55 remaining. So the Pirates with a little work still to do. Dugan gets it to Campbell. Campbell working against Vigil, and it's Vigil who's going to pick up the foul, bodying up on Katie Campbell. That is the fifth team foul, so now it'll be free throws the rest of the way for both teams.
Well, if you make your free throws, it's a done deal. And to my recollection, Ventura's okay from the free throw line.
68% as a team. Campbell 78%, misses the first. That's a rare Zepeda jinx. Don't see that too often.
It's like the anti-jinx with me.
I don't think that it's really a jinx so much on my part, but anybody who's seen me play basketball knows that missed shots just tend to follow me around. So it's really more of that.
Are you like the Eddie Mush of basketball? That's a Bronx Tale reference.
They won't let me watch shoot-arounds. Taylor for three, short. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Sienna Brown. Kelly with the foul. That'll send Sienna Brown to the line with 1:37 remaining.
I'd like to give a shout out to Will Cowan, athletic director for Ventura College. We will have him on the broadcast tomorrow for the men's games.
Has he been tweeting?
He has. He's been very active on the Twitter for us, and I'm sure he will be tomorrow. And how about a shout out to the people making this broadcast happen? I'm talking about our technical director and graphics producer, Matt Henson, Brandon Marquez, and camera operator, Jorge Zepeda.
A guy named Jorge Zepeda.
Jay-Z, it's a Jay-Z cam up top.
First free throw for Brown is good. Sienna readies the second. That's off the back iron. Controlled by Pierce. Quickly back the other way. Kelly in from the right. Drives the lane. The runner is good. And a foul.
Avery didn't need to do that. Mercedes is not happy about it.
Destiny Kelly. You know, you want to resist on making comparisons here to the men's game when we're talking about women, but she is just one of those physical matchups that's a problem. The combination of speed and size.
Mine's a little Charles Barkley.
Yeah, is a little bit of an issue. I resisted. I didn't want to make the direct comparison, but yeah, you kind of saw where I was going there.
No, I mean she's just got incredible game, and obviously a matchup nightmare for anybody, especially at this level.
Can't convert on the three-point play. So it remains a 9-point lead for the Pirates as Campbell heads back to the line.
I think it's an incredible compliment compared to Charles Barkley. I mean, what a player, a stud.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly no problem there. That one crawls in. Campbell gets the shooter's roll. Up to 26 in the game. Yeah, why not?
Well, tomorrow, same schedule, 4 games on the slate, semifinal coverage, both the men's and the women's. Men's in the morning, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then the women's at night, 5 and 7 p.m. here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
What a day of basketball. Fullerton and Feather River. Taylor off the glass, no good. Tapped around, Campbell has the rebound. She's immediately fouled.
Katie Campbell, an opportunity to add to her point total. She has 27, 6 rebounds, 5 assists.
The other men's semifinal, San Diego City against City College of San Francisco. So
should be a good one.
Yeah, the higher seeds held serve yesterday. So we'll pare it down 2 more.
Not so much today. Number 3 out of the South just is about to knock off number 2 in the North.
Yeah, number 3 in the North, number 3 in the South, number 4 in the South, all winners today. So the women's bracket, as it's been, a little bit topsy-turvy as well. We saw the number 1 seed overall in the North, Sierra, eliminated as well.
Well, last year was all South in the final.
Long 3 from Taylor, missed everything, out of play, back to the Pirates. And you know, a team like Antelope Valley makes a run as a double-digit seed. East Los Angeles College has a 10 seed. So we've seen a lot of upsets.
Katie Campbell just hurt her knee
already. Obviously, a lot of concern here as Campbell still not getting up.
Katie Campbell just tweaked her knee.
We already talked about this format. She's back up. Going to try and walk it off.
Thank goodness. Katie Campbell, that was a very scary play there. Campbell has been fantastic here tonight. She's going to go to the free throw line. She's looking for her 30th and 31st point. And she was holding her knee, but I think it was just more of a bruise. Obviously going to get some ice on that. I'm surprised Davina Del Castillo still in the ball game. We have Melissa Omi at the scorer's table along with Rihanna Dugan about to check back in.
Look at the shoes. You know, I remember the day. I know I'm going to sound like an old man here, but I thought everybody wore high tops. But it's amazing to me, the shoes as well.
You know, sometimes you just want to play with what you're comfortable in.
Those are practically sandals. And Campbell in and out with the second free throw. 14-point lead for the Pirates. Kelly stops and pops from long range. No good. Pierce has the rebound. Shot up and good. So Nary Pierce. They get it into Brunk. Pierce immediately fouls. We're under a minute to go. And the Pirates just need to finish this one out at the charity stripe. Well, we talked a lot about the Pirates' initial struggles from long range. They end up hitting 7 threes in the game. But an equally important story of this game is the struggles from three-point range for City College of San Francisco. They're 6 of 28 overall from 3, and that was certainly part of the story as well. Brunk misses the first free throw. She's got another one coming. Well, Matt, we're into the final minute here. I think we can give the answer to our trivia question. Let's quickly remind everybody what it was once more. Can you name the 2 Naismith Award winners who won the award as freshmen? And Mike, you did immediately get one correct. Granted, it was a little help from yesterday when he was mentioned in another question that we had in our trivia. And Matt, did you bring the answer up there?
Was Stackhouse the other one?
No. Stackhouse, I don't believe, won it. Anton Jamison won it. North Carolina guy.
Not as a freshman.
Michael Jordan won it.
As a freshman?
No, as a junior. Anthony Davis was one. The other one, and I'm a little surprised you didn't immediately crush this, your guy, Kevin Durant.
Oh, wow. Wow, Durant got that?
And I'd forgotten just how dominating a player he really was as a freshman at the University of Texas. But, yeah, after such an outstanding pro career, somewhat forgotten, but yes. And didn't they make a great run, I think, really out of nowhere with him as a freshman, I think, to the round of 8 or something like that in the tournament that year, because I think that's where some of the notoriety, and he made a long run, and his star really grew on that big stage.
I don't think they had a deep run. I could be wrong.
Well, he was probably putting up points in bunches all year long. It wasn't just the tournament. Be interested, I'm sure, that we'll look that up and discuss that one. But, yes, I am a little bit surprised that you, a big KD guy, and why not?
I really am.
Wouldn't remember as Omi misses the free throw. So the Pirates with some struggles at the line. Fortunately, they have enough of a cushion for Pirate fans here. Omi hits the second free throw, back out to a 12-point lead. Timeout on the floor will step aside. The Pirates closing in on a semifinal berth. You're watching the 3C2A Basketball Championships here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Rams going to need a miracle. Trailing it by 12. Under 40 seconds. Kelly with a crossover on Omi. The runner won't go. Rebound pulled down by Del Castillo. She is fouled. She'll head to the line under 30 seconds to go now.
The gym has somewhat cleared out here. City College of San Francisco fans know that the season for the women is going to come to an end here tonight. Jeff, you and I, obviously, we talked about it throughout the broadcast. We're very familiar with Ventura, and I've been of the mind that they are so good that they can compete with anybody in the state. And San Francisco, obviously, at the top upper echelon of the 3C2A, and they're going to knock them off here in quarterfinal number 4 on the day.
And this has to be a shocking loss for City College of San Francisco. And just to put this victory in perspective for Ventura and how impressive this is, the 12-point victory for City College of San Francisco over Diablo Valley last Saturday, that was the first time that someone had come within 12 points of beating City College of San Francisco since all the way back on January 4th. That's a stretch of 12 games in which the Rams' average margin of victory was 31 points per game. So the Rams came in here as hot as you can possibly be. Yeah. Vigil with the air ball from long range. Kelly trying to keep it alive and does, but right to Omi.
Well, we talked about winners of 15 straight. The Rams coming in only 3 losses on the season. One of those came to Diablo Valley, which they avenged last week. But they go down to the Pirates here in the quarterfinals.
The Pirates close it out 79-66. They are on to the semifinals with a victory over City College of San Francisco. We'll come back, wrap things up here on day 2 of the 3C2A Basketball Championships right here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Michael, our dance card is full tomorrow. A semifinals set for the men and the women. Very quickly for the men, Fullerton, Feather River, City College of San Francisco, and San Diego City College. Those will be the first two games. Earlier today, Mount San Antonio College, a winner, and they will take on Ventura College. The Pirates, a 79-66 winner here. We've talked about it over and over in this one, but what a terrific response after a slow start. They outscore the Rams by 14 in the second quarter. They limit them to 33% from the field. That's one of the best offensive teams in the state.
Yep.
And the Pirates, we had questions coming in. This was a team that was extremely dominant in the Western State North, where they were clearly the class of that conference. Once the level of competition started to go up, how dominant would they be? Where did they stack up? And I think we have our answer, and that is right in the thick of things. I think they're a very real contender to win this whole thing.
I think you're exactly right. There isn't a team that they can't beat if they're on their game. And early on, they weren't on their game. They came out a little bit flat. And honestly, I don't necessarily think they came out flat. I just think San Francisco really took it to them early on. Everything was going right for the Rams in the first 5 minutes. And then after that, credit coach Ned Mercedes did a great job of, hey, we're going to let you play. We're going to let you figure it out. And the Pirates did just that en route to basically a throttling the rest of the way of City College of San Francisco.
Yeah, I think of something that Russ May said at Cerritos College, and it's something that always stuck with me in our coverage of Cerritos last year when his team made a late run. And he said, as a coach, where you want to be, by the time you get to playoff time, you don't really want your team to need you anymore. And if they do, that's not a great sign. You kind of want it where they've figured things out to a certain level where, you're there. But they're not looking to you for every single thing. They know their roles. They know what they're supposed to do. And I think we saw a classic example of that tonight with the Pirates weathering the storm. Obviously, for the Rams, a disappointing finish after they had been so very hot. Destiny Kelly hobbled a little bit with an injury, but she came back in the second half. But
wasn't the same player. That obviously fueled what, the Ventura Pirates wanted to do, but at the same time, they came in with concerns of their own from an injury standpoint. Davina Del Castillo playing not at 100%. We saw that early, and as soon as she started to get her feet under her, she was a lot more of a factor. Blocked a couple shots, got in the rebounding game as well, and obviously her energy a big part of the success of the Ventura College Pirates.
So for tomorrow, then it's same schedule. We ought to know it by now.
1, 3, 5, and 7.
So. 1, 3, 5,
Strong.
and 7 will have the women's semifinals following the men's semifinals. That will be College of the Siskiyous taking on Palomar in our game at 5 o'clock, and then the final game, Mount San Antonio College, Ventura College.
In the nightcap.
Yeah, that know each other very well, played for the championship just 2 years ago. So obviously a lot of history there between those two teams. That'll be a fun one. It's going to be a great day tomorrow. Want to pass along some thanks. Want to also mention how much help we get from guys like George Matagakis and Carlisle Carter at the
Mike
3C2A.
Robles.
Yeah, Mike Robles.
David Silverstein.
Guys handling live stats, and that just brings so much to it, and we want to make sure that we say thank you to them over and over again, but obviously want to mention them as well. Of course, Jorge Zepeda on our team, Bree Marquez, Matt Henson, technical direction and production as well. So it's a good team here at SoCal College Sports, and obviously Mike Zepeda, yes, he crushed the trivia questions today too, in addition to handling play-by-play.
Not the last one. I didn't get Kevin Durant.
Any number of things. Boy, no Kevin Durant from you. That may be the biggest upset of the day. But listen, I'm not gonna harp on that because you were so very good today.
I'll tell you what. I'll get your breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't want to harp on your one mistake out there. Okay, you were good. So that'll wrap things up here for day 2. We move on to the semifinals tomorrow. We can't wait. Please join us tomorrow starting at 1 o'clock for the first of 4 for Mike Zepeda. I am Jeff Stoynoff. So long, everybody.
Put the info up there.